That flowers is sucking some dick.
Because he's constantly doing whatever is going to make his chat spam W's.
I would say these sneakers have gone through the same process coming out of the 2.0.
Hey, the only reason I'm laughing is because that probably had to be the best comparison I've ever seen of Rakai.
Where you at, Berto?
Rakai, streaming's biggest plant.
Rakai 2X, your time has come.
But listen, and look how I look,
I have let you walk freely on this mortal plane for far too long.
That flowers is sucking some dick.
It is. With you?
I highly suggest you prepare yourself for this Omega level Buford banishment.
There's no way out of this one.
So I swang no, I'm not regular.
Stupid ass niggas. Get them the fuck out of here.
Rakai 2X, oh my goodness gracious. Y'all do not understand how long I've been waiting to send this nigga to Valhalla. Holy fuck. And before anybody
This is like D Green with a face cam.
says shit, let the record state that I have warned about this giggle mutt since he first spawned. The Oracle sensed that you will be a problem.
Watch, this is D Green, but he just has a face cam channel. That would be crazy. Shout out to
Eons
D-Green,
ago.
man.
My Discord and all my socials knew about this from the start.
He don't got the functioning brain that we got.
Now, if you guys are fortunate enough to not know who this little dude is, Rakai is pretty much just Kai Snat's evil mini-me. For the life of me, I can't figure out where the f he spawned in from, but my personal headcanon is that somewhere in between Mafiathon 1 and 2, the CIA actually spliced Kai Snat's DNA, min-maxing the loud and obnoxious ADHD with the unintelligent stats.
What's a vowel? Right now. You in 12th grade, nigga. What's a vowel, bro?
Vowel? It's like a vowel.
Oh my God, bitch.
About like A, B.
Oh my God.
Now, mind you, Buddy is 17 years of age at the date of this recording. Even if we factor out the whole schooling and all that, we were supposed to be learning vowels back with the original King Van. And the unfortunate thing is, you can clearly tell he's not joking either. Like, you can tell when someone's trying to clip farm or get that little bit off of the.
That's the thing that worries me about Rakai. You can typically tell when somebody's joking, but it really feels like Rakai, like that's his personality. And I'm worried for him, bro, genuinely. We've covered a few videos on different situations with him. He's not going to be able to run with that 17 narrative much longer. Bros are going to turn to 18, and I hope he proves to us that he was the best actor in this streaming shit, because he's going to get hit with a lot of reality checks once he is going to be held accountable on an adult level.
But no, he is dead getting stun locked by this question and using all of his energy trying to find some invincibility frames to get out of this shit. Meanwhile, Drewski on the other hand is simultaneously having a cortisol spike while frame and intellect mogging Rakai, ultimately leaving Young Bull cowering in the corner and getting shamed. But on some real shit though, man, shout out to Drewski for calling this out and showing genuine concern, because somehow, some way, all the other adults in Rakai's life managed to allow this little nicklet to get this far without some actual intervention.
You gotta be ashamed of yourself, nigga. Real talk.
And speaking of adults, bro, I do want to emphasize that again, he is still a little jit. Like, little dude can't even vote yet. He is a 17-year-old Twitch star with more money and motion than a lot of people could ever fathom. And I know for a fact, if I had the money and motion that I have now at his age, Lord knows, I'd be acting a fool and possibly doing a lot of stuff that I should not be doing. You know, granted, it would not be nowhere near the degree as this dude, but the fact still stands. And a common trend that I've started.
I don't know how I'd be acting if I got money and fame early. I know I'd definitely be immature, but honestly, while I know for sure there's some immature shit that I would do, I don't think I was not acting like these new age kids, bruh. Like, I had definitely some immaturity, but when I compare myself, gang, on some real life shit, these new age young niggas are out there, bruh. These new age young niggas, it's kind of like scary seeing how y'all be moving, bro.
To notice in both content and the greater entertainment industry as a whole is that when it comes to childhood stars, the problem is that when you're that young and impressionable, you will literally do whatever for clout, especially if you have an audience egging you on. And looking at Rakai specifically, you can see him actively putting this into practice, because he's constantly doing whatever is going to make his chat spam W's while clapping and drooling over their keyboards like a bunch of rabid baboons. I don't watch this little niglet. Every clip that I've seen of him has been against my free will, hence my annoyance. But every time I do see him, he's either doing something borderline or just flat out illegal, and then proceeds to go back to his default mouth breathing, staring at phone animation. Nigga will find a way to rage bait Dr. Doom himself and then proceed to he's so mad, he just shut the fuck up, nigga. Keep it a buck. Have we ever actually seen a clip of Rakai completely closing his lips? Like, on everything, he just might be a walking pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies, bro.
Wait, hold on. I know you guys usually skip this part of the video, but give me 1 second. I want to put you guys on real quick on a way to make some extra money that is 100% legit, and you could do it all from your phone. TesterUp is a platform that works with games to find new users just like you to test their games out. These apps and games are willing to pay new users to get on their platform because 9 times out of 10, they genuinely actually like playing the game. And the app in return ends up making money because you're playing the game that they paid you to play. I know that sounds a little bit too good to be true, but this is why I'm breaking it down for you so you understand the business behind it and how it works. TesterUp helps put money back in your pocket that these platforms are willing to pay for new users. So if you already like playing games on your phone, click the link in the description or use the QR code on the screen. You're gonna make a free account. It's completely free to do, and you can start making $10 to $20 off of games that you already love playing. This isn't a get rich quick scheme, so it's full transparency here, but if you're dedicated enough and you like playing games on your phone, there's people already making hundreds of dollars as well. Again, it's completely free to try. Use the QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. Check it out and make some extra cash.
Anyways, bro, all the commentary I seen of dude whenever there's a clip going around consists of people asking where are his parents, where are the adults, and how is he streaming at 1 p.m. Like, shouldn't he be in school? And emphasis on that last one, dummy, because if he keeps net spend maxing and skipping class, we just might need to change a couple Urban Dictionary definitions.
What's your necessity?
Wait, what?
Wait, I'm saying it wrong. What's your
Ethnicity? Hey man, this nigga actually cooked in the brain. You can't even just make that shit up, bro. That shit's not for clout. That's just not even him trying to be funny. This nigga just said, what's your ethnicity? I can't even say what the fuck he said. What did he say? I actually need to hear it again, bro.
what's it called? Oh, ethnicity. Wait, what's it called?
Yo, bro, no, he can't be this stupid.
Weirdo.
Rakai. This dude might be fried beyond repair.
How you say that right there?
Ethnicity?
Ethnicity, yeah, my bad. Ethnicity.
We're failing as a people.
I mean, this clip is so horrendous. I had to pause the editing session. I had to break the fourth wall. We got to break this down frame by frame right now, off script now, because I did not talk about this shit enough. Do y'all understand how fucking ridiculous the optics of this is? They got this nigga dressed up as Jim Crow Jr., stuttering over the word ethnicity in front of a white shorty. Bro, KC 3005, please ship this nigga to boarding school. And I'm not talking about no damn Dreamer University, gang. He needed a textbook, composition notebook, and a number 2 graphite pencil, dummy. Matter of fact, bro, fuck it.
Yeah, they need to hold him back. How many of y'all got held back? Be honest. I have anybody that got held back? I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I did get held back in the 3rd grade, chat. But it was against my will. I got held back in the 3rd grade because I don't know what states y'all are in, but I went to elementary school in Florida and we had a state test called the FCAT at the time. And pretty much what it is by the end of the year, regardless of what your grades are, you had to take a state test. And the only reason I got held back is because I got caught with a calculator, which pissed me off so much because I think it was my 5th grade FCAT. The 5th grade FCAT, you were allowed to use a calculator, bro. And I don't know what I was thinking, but my 3rd grade FCAT, they weren't allowing us to use calculators for whatever reason. And a nigga seen me with a calculator, took my test away, and I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, oh shit, well, I guess they're just taking my test away. But then when it got reported to my parents that I have to be held back a grade, then I put 2 and 2 together like, oh shit. It was because I got caught with a calculator on my FCAT. So I did through 3rd grade twice. That shit sucked.
Free promo, hashtag unsponsored ad. Send his ass to Kumon and make him start at level 0. We can hook him up with a 7-day workbook and we can make sure it's got little funny pics and all that so we can keep his attention on the task at hand. Just saying, man, if we lock in hard enough, maybe just...
This is where Berto started to only chase the green. Facts, man. I was like, man, fuck this school shit. I'm focusing on that manyan. I learned to count the money before I learned to read.
Maybe we can get him to learn how to read, write, and speak in a complete coherent sentence.
I would say these sneakers have gone through the same process coming out with a 2.0.
Hey, the only reason I'm laughing is because that probably had to be the best comparison I've ever seen of Rakai. Rakai is the IRL Billy from Billy and Mandy, bro. That's crazy. Rakai is literally Billy from Billy and Mandy.
Every clip of him doing something that requires more than 2 brain cells, you can actually see smoke coming from the top of his head due to the CIA Neuralink connector overheating. On a real note, dummy, after researching a lot of his antics, I wholeheartedly believe that if he somehow ever got permabanned off Twitch, neither him nor his team would actually learn their lesson. Because even when faced with constructive criticism, his exact response is just to yell and double down on necromaxing.
You wanna know what I was gonna say? I was saying, listen, bitch. What's the coolest dick you ever sucked? Get the fuck off my dick. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that shit to her face, bro. And for everybody. But I had to just sit down and think. I'm black, petite, sit the fuck down and chill. I was gonna say that shit. I was like, bitch, what's the coolest dick you ever fucking suck? You ugly bitch.
Kai, I don't know if you heard me, but I need you to stop saying that. It just sounds not cool. I don't want to read that in my community, bro. But you know I got love for you. But I'm gonna go ahead and tell you again, stop saying that. Straight up.
I was gonna say that, but I just calmed down, bro, and like, see why she even said that shit.
Now, as for a little bit of context behind that clip, he actually got banned for giving a lady a bouquet of flowers without paying for them, nor telling her that they were essentially stolen. And with QT being the unfunny cringe maxer that she is, she did what she does best and made one of her signature quote-unquote jokes about the situation.
Rakai, question. What's the coolest thing you've ever stolen?
This was
Don't answer, it's a test, it's a test, Rakai! Have you learned nothing? Don't answer it, don't answer it! Take his mic.
Anyways, bro, clearly unfunny and poorly timed joke on her end, and if you didn't know the context, easily it could have been seen as racially motivated. The whole Clover Boys table kind of looked at it as a race thing, blah, blah, blah. Whole thing just blew up and leading to the first clip of Rakai that I just showed you. And not even with that joke, she just kept digging. She was going after Kai. She said Kai looked like Diddy, a whole bunch of other shit. And spinning back to that clip and putting Rakai back in a hot seat, he literally negated his whole, I wanted to settle that, I calmed down. PR attempt simply due to the fact that he still said all that shit not even 2 words before that measly ass has. On top of that, this reaction was a whole segment on his platform, which undoubtedly sent the 12-year-old 25Xer army into a hate frenzy. Luckily though, sources are saying that Rakai's mom did step in and ground his ass, and which I must say, holy shit, thank you. Please keep putting that little boy in timeout. Yeah, go read a
Appreciate
book.
you, Drew.
Why are you asking questions he don't know?
How we sounding? We good?
Yes.
Okay, if you chat GPT a 8th grade paragraph and he doesn't stutter one time,
Thank
I'll
you,
give you
Drew.
1,000 subs.
Right now.
What?
Okay, ready?
Okay.
Reading it. Hold on.
Now, I know I'm being a little bit harsh on dude, but it's because I care. At the bottom of my heart, right here, I really care. I feel bad for the guy. I feel bad for Buddy. Because like I said, he's been put in a position where his entire developmental years is just tap dancing and yelling into a mic like the grasshopper curse. Sure, he's a young kid, but that is absolutely aware of what he's saying and doing, bro. Like, come on, we can, don't baby. And if I...
That's the thing, though. I don't know. Well, I think he's aware, but I don't think he cares. Like, I think he thinks it's okay. I think everybody around him is just yes manning and enabling everything.
Got to be the harbinger of bad news and negativity, albeit it is not a stretch to say that he is gearing it up all over Twitch. But what do we actually expect him to do when people like Deshae freaky Frost decide to do 2-man streams with a 17-year-old, as well as having his alleged aunt do 360s and twerk for the loan?
How old are you? 19. Huh? What? 19. 19? See, you can't even talk right. You can't be old enough for me.
That nigga's not 19, though. Rakai's not 19. Deshae, what are you doing? Yo, I ain't gonna lie, Deshae be getting away with a lot of bullshit. What are you doing, bro?
You're YN from YN. What gonna do YN? Huh? He gonna send me to jail.
Yeah. Can we get a 360? Like, no disrespect.
Come on, auntie.
You want 360?
Yeah.
Auntie! Ah!
Holy shit. Y'all going for auntie though? Auntie shit was looking crazy from the front. What's going on, auntie?
Auntie!
What the fuck? Auntie built like Mewtwo in this hoe. Like, actually. Whoa. That's crazy. Yo, hell nah, bruh. Lock in, chat. Lock in, lock in.
Yo, bro, how the fuck does that freaky ass still have a platform, dummy? Like,
yeah, no, Deshae's getting away with murder at this point. I don't know how Deshae keeps getting away with this shit. He's been doing some crazy stuff. At the end of the day, I'm not wishing on nobody's downfall, but this nigga Deshae's been getting away with murder on his shit.
Forever amazed that somehow, some way, there is some nerdy, cut out nigga waking up every single day, begging, just on his hands and knees, begging Diddy Frost to go live.
I think I just might nut.
Now, mind you, as much as I want to, I literally can't even fully put the blame on Deshae here, especially considering the fact that this Rakai has been doing 18 plus streams since the ripe age of 16. Dummy, whatever lab they used to construct this entity did pulled a Xehanort and took all the insufferable qualities out of Kai and just stuck him straight into Rakai. Because the second Rakai somehow started drone maxing harder than he already was, Kai seemingly got smarter and started reading books.
Nigga Kai just separated himself from all the bullshit, bro. Hey, I'm very curious to see how Kai comes back to streaming because we haven't heard from him in a minute. I think I saw him post something the other day that kind of alluded to him coming back, but he just went and did this whole I'm super intelligent persona. I wonder if Kai's gonna come back on some like nonchalant shit. What y'all think, chat?
Hercules might have just sacrificed the nigga. Like I'm not even playing. He has to be one of the CIA's most successful experienced gang, like him, Zeus Network, Deshae, Sexy Red, Krishan, and Blueface, the Shade Room, the Provider Man, and 50-50 debates. Oh my sweet heavens, the fucking nipper babble on Twitter. Oh. Yeah, man, the CIA is up 100. Current operations is lapping the cocaine numbers like clockwork.
What the fuck?
Hell, it's working so well that it's not even just little kids watching them no more. There's grown men eating Rakai.
Rakai, just riz her up, bro. She's looking so fine. Riz her up.
I ain't gonna lie to you, gang. If this is you, 20 plus watching Rakai, like genuinely watching. I'm not talking about if you came across a Rakai clip or, you know, or I'm 29 years old, you know, watching videos on YouTube and it comes up in conversation. But if you're actually tapping into a Rakai stream, I'm judging you.
Bro, Rakai! Just kiss her, bro. Chat's back. Weirdo. Bro, Rakai, please riz her. Please reserve, bro.
Okay, fairs. That one might have been jokes, but for real though, there is a whole auntie out there putting her entire life on the line for the Ninja Turtles understudy.
Jerry Star with the 50 gifted.
That's crazy. What? Auntie, what are you doing?
Weirdo.
Love you.
Oh my God, no! That's crazy. Somebody's auntie out here spending rent on Rakai, gang. Oh man. Couldn't be me though, because 29 years old.
250 smackles to watch him scream in a mic and shucking job for 2 seconds. Yeah, and go ahead and send a ratchet gang. The youth cook, the middle ground cook, the old heads cook. We've seen enough. We're done. We're done here.
Lights on and people watching. Big stage, are you ready for it now?
But essentially, man, I said it like 3-4 times already, but Rakai has found himself in possibly the worst possible situation he could be in. 99% of the internet hates his ass, and his whole appeal is being the online representation of that one that would flick boogies at his crush in class. And they get mad and call her an ugly because she wasn't fucking with it. Like, what? Crazy thing is, bro, Speed almost went down this same exact path. But see, the thing is, Speed's actually funny and had people around him keeping him in check. Rakai, on the other hand, yeah, nah, he got like 2 good clips and overly freaked out or just straight up weird individuals in his corner. Keep it a buck would be nummy. Who's this beacon of light? Deshae Frost? The Clover Boys? Bro, Dez is a walking loser with terrible riz that tries to backdoor his mans. Ray tries.
I ain't gonna lie. You're so epic.
To speak so hard that he starts malfunctioning and resorts to saying Nick. Ty Low platformed the Super Chud Bros. I honestly have no clue who Punga is. And Reggie, you know, I still fuck with Reggie. Reggie cool. Reggie funny as shit. But see, the thing is, you didn't bring me out of Baltimore, so you're not getting out of this spin either, buddy.
Say it take a village to raise a child, but what if the village is retarded? What you think it's gonna produce?
And with all that being said, man, I think we're gonna wrap up this
Punga low-key cool
video here. I was actually trying to have this video out like 2 weeks ago, but I could not for the life of me find any actual clips of Rakai. But come to find out, bro, it's a reason for that. He's actually one of 2 things that I have muted on Twitter. One Piece spoilers and Rakai. Niggas need to stop ruining my Sunday newspaper and tea sessions, you inconsiderate fucks.
Shut up! Be quiet before you get X out.
Anyways, shout out to the channel members.
W video, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Very curious to see how Rakai develops. His birthday, I don't know when the fuck his birthday is, but I know he's going to be turning into a grown adult very soon. So hopefully we're going to find out that this is all one big act and we deserve to give Rakai an Oscar because he's just putting on one big act for the internet, but he's actually really mature behind the scenes. What are the odds of that? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Love y'all, appreciate y'all. Where you at? Family.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.